We are live.
We are live. Hello?
Just pinch you.
Yeah, I'm alive. Mind you, I'm feeling a bit lethargic with the heat.
I know.
It's good. I mean, at least it's not hammering it down.
So we've got Stace Makes.
Hi, Stace.
Wayne the Wood Turner.
Good evening, Wayne.
Real Simple Things.
Right, Baz.
Flaming Turner.
Nick.
Wayne Bigfoot.
Wayne.
Fred Taylor.
Freddie Rich.
Yeah, I think that's everybody we've got.
Okay.
Welcome
Yes.
to yet another episode of At Home with the Fishers.
Yes.
So, Christopher, where shall we start?
No, not that.
I know where we're starting.
Go on, then.
Would you like to see my new pen pot? Isn't it lovely? It's got a nice grain there.
So, explain.
So Chris turned this yesterday with the Simon Hope 8mm
Square bar.
square bar
Hollowing.
tool.
Yes.
So that's the inside. Let me see if I can give you a better. Can't really give you a better view of it, but it's.
If you sort of like just flick the side with your fingernails,
You can see how sort of
I've got it down. Yeah,
thin it is. It's really nice.
It's down to about 1.5 mil. That's all.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what we started last night.
So pretty.
So yeah, we started that last night, and I was just finding my way with that new tool. And this morning I went into the workshop after breakfast and thought, right, well, Nicola said she wanted to have it as a pen pot. So the first thing I did was just went down the outside with my bowl gouge and just got rid of that airbrushing.
Yeah. Well,
pattern
I either
design.
wanted it matching this, which is my paperclip pot, or plain. So I've got plain. But yeah, it's great. So I've now got this one as well. So what was this one? Olive Ash. So that's Olive Ash. And then I've got the ash one. So yeah. So let's see who else we've got. There've been some others have joined us. I never know where we were up to. So Real Simple Things. Oh, Debbie Beardall.
Hi, Debbie.
Anna B Workshop.
Hi, Anna.
Dr. D.
Hiya, David. Love to Tova, by the way.
Steve Twidell, who says you should take up wood turning for a living, Mr. Fishy Fisher.
All right. Hi, Steve. I may do.
Leona.
Hi, Leona.
Is on there. Everybody said hi.
Hi.
So yeah, thank you for joining us for our weekly waffle.
Yes. So let me just carry on about this Simon Hope wood turning tool.
Okay.
Really impressed with it, and I was able to carry on hollowing out this morning with what I'd learned from last night still stuck in the old jelly brain, and I was able to get a very thin, consistent wall thickness, and it's lovely at the base as well inside.
So I'm really pleased with that.
But what I did do, that's an 8mm bar, and I've got a neoprene collet handle, and I did do a little IGTV video before. The neoprene collet handle that I had, that I got from Axminster. I thought it'd be a straight-in swap, but it wasn't. That must be for a 6mm bar. So what I did was I ground the corners off that square bar, the Hope square bar, just ground the corners off with my Dremel. It took literally 5 minutes. And the first time I offered it up, it slotted in perfectly. So then I just give it a quick sand and gave it a coat of black paint just to protect it, so it fits in like a good one. Because I think it's called, is it the Softex little sort of like neoprene slip-on hand grip that comes supplied with it. It was all right, and it got me through last night. but I do like, you know, a bigger, sturdier, more controllable handle that I can feel more comfortable with. So that was a great little upgrade / hack.
Yeah.
So I'm keen to use it again now tomorrow with the handle. Do another little pot.
Yeah, that'll be good.
So yeah, lots of fun. Really impressed. So thank you, Ed Oliver.
Oliver's Wood Turning.
Yeah, big shout out to Ed
Well,
Oliver.
I think a couple of people have actually bought one of those as a result of you doing that live last night as well.
Yeah, it's a brilliant tool, and you know this. You know, considering the size of the cutter head, how efficient it is, and you know that was on some very dry end grain ash. But yeah, at first, for those of you that didn't watch last night, I didn't do a pilot hole to remove the center at first, and it was hard for my brain to locate the center. So just as I was taking, just as I was putting the tailstock on to put the Jacob's chuck on and drill a hole out, Paul Lockwood said, "Hey, why don't you drill out in the middle?" So yeah, read my mind. That's what I was going to do, and it worked a treat then. Although at first I did do an 8mm hole, and I thought, yeah, just need a bit of a bigger hole than that. So did it with the Forstner bit.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, it's lovely. That I'm really happy with it. It feels nice, and I like how thin it is.
Yeah, it's just got a simple. It was sanded, Yorkshire gritted, and then polished. Sanded, sealed, Yorkshire gritted, then polished. So very good.
Yeah. So it's got. I got a new pen. I don't think I've shown you this one.
Your new Chinesium.
Yeah. So this one has. I can't get it there. That's better. It has a built-in nib, so it's actually sort of part of the body, and it's a piston fill. Oh, it's not very good. I'm finding it. Where's the camera?
The camera's in the middle.
There we go. Right. So this bit at the end, it unscrews and there's a piston fill, and you can see there's a window. Well, you might not be able to see, just about you'll be able to see. There's a window. Can you see the ink colour pink in there? So yeah, this arrived last week. That's in my new pen pot.
Wonderful.
Dr. D says you should imagine what the 6mm can do. So we've also got David McClernon.
Hi guys.
Don't know if I saw somebody else come on as well, but hello everybody.
Sweet.
Yeah. So it's been very warm. I've done a bit of gardening over the weekend, so I've been sorting out pots and planting.
And the gardener's been round today to tidy up as well.
The gardener's been, so he's done some heavy digging this week, and he's dug out this massive grass kind of clump that it's been there a while, but it was probably
3 foot tall.
Yeah, 3 foot tall. And I thought it was something that I'd planted.
Like an ornamental.
Well, I thought you get these plants where they have leaves like that and they have orange flowers on. I thought it was one of those. I've had those in the past, but I didn't remember planting it. And then over the weekend, I was pulling out these big sort of chunks of grass. And then I realised it was actually part of it. It wasn't. I thought it was like a weed growing in it. So he dug that up.
It's probably something that a bird's dropped.
Yeah. Yeah, but there's a big hole there now. So there's a gooseberry bush and 3 raspberry.
Not a hole in the ground. A gap between.
There's a gap.
Yeah.
But there's a gooseberry bush, and you can see where this grass has kind of impinged on it. And the raspberries, there should be 3 raspberry bushes, and there's kind of 2.5.
All right. Okay.
So hopefully they'll be able to fill out a bit now. So yeah, I had a bit of. I cleaned out the greenhouse. Sorted that out, gave it a good sweep and tidy up, and that looks a lot better. So yeah, busy, weren't we?
yeah, Saturday you clean the greenhouse, and so like every other day I clean the workshop.
Yeah. Debbie's asking, have you had your hair cut?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a quick answer. I cut it myself.
Yeah.
As you know.
Yeah.
As I have done since the 80s. Since I got into motorcycling, I started having a number one all over because I had very fine blonde hair, even up to being 30. And you'd take your helmet off, and you know, in the 80s, trying to keep your parting in your hair and look all swish, you take your helmet off, it looked like, you know, someone had just pulled you through a hedge. So I thought, right, I'm going to start having skinheads, as they were known. So yeah, I ran the clippers over my head and then the clippers over my face, just to.
Did you do that back bit
No,
again?
no,
He's got a tuft at the
Yeah,
back.
I've missed. Yeah, thanks for that.
You're welcome.
Sharing my disgrace.
Yeah.
So yeah, I do a better job on Nicola's hair than on my own. So yeah, I've got a tiny little tuft that I've an area I must have missed. So yeah, I must do that tomorrow. Actually, just run over that area.
Dale says, do you find though in the heat when it's hot your noggin sweats more?
No, I mean I've had this hairstyle for 30 years, so I probably wouldn't notice it now.
I cut mine as well. I cut the sides, but that's as far as I've gone this week. Doing all this gardening, what are your prospects of moving? Well, it's just with the solicitors now. It's just going through the legal process.
Well, the prospect of moving is we are moving. We've sold this. We've bought theirs. The people that have bought this have sold theirs. So we are moving. It's just, again, it's being lethargic.
Yeah.
Because of the coronavirus.
Well, we've got held up, didn't we, for several months, and things were ticking along in the background. But there's a limit to how much.
And we're keeping the garden tidy because.
Well, I like it looking nice anyway. I like sitting out there, and I don't want to leave it and
the newbies.
And it's not right.
No, we want the new people to move.
I'm not doing as much as I would have done if we'd been staying. You know, I'd have planted more and had more stuff and more pots. I'm kind of paring down so that I've got things that I can take and everything will be ready when we get the go ahead to move.
And it's not dear. It's only £20, isn't it, when he comes?
Yeah.
And you know, he flies round half an hour.
He just does all the lumpy stuff that I don't want to
weeding.
Do. Really. Yeah,
he's not mowed the lawns obviously because they're quite parched, and he doesn't.
But he dug over the side bed, which was quite hard. It's really hard soil. So, and I've also got lots of poppies coming up in the raised beds at the minute. So I'm hoping they'll be really nice when they grow a bit more. Nick says he does the same to his head. He has grade 0 on his.
Oh, no, God.
I have 8. What are you drinking tonight, Mr. Chris?
Water. I've decided to just stay hydrated, but when we've finished this, it's sort of like routine after we've finished this little
soiree,
this hangout with our friends. I take B-Dog out in the garden, put the bin out. I'll put some shorts on to cool down, and then I'll have my wine.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's water just to keep hydrated.
Dale says he's a 0 or a number 1. The beard gets a number 2. Wayne Bigfoot, I cut my hair at number 4 comb, but I seem to be using a colouring comb as it makes it grey as well.
Oh,
yeah, I mean, you know, what can you say? Leona's on the water as well.
Yeah, just keep hydrated. And it's like when you wake up in the morning, you're all...
Yeah.
You know, and I'll have some wine tonight, but I don't get drunk, do I? I mean, I've not been drunk for years. But I'll have some wine, and then when I take Bamber in the garden for his final ablution, because it's so warm, I'll have a glass of water before I go to bed. and just get some fluid in, because we've got a fan on in the room, but it's that hot. I mean, you can imagine. Well, everybody knows, everyone's feeling the same, aren't they? So yeah, I try to, but I still wake up feeling. You can tell when you wake up dehydrated, can't you?
Yeah. There's not a lot you can do about it unless you wake up in the night and drink water in the middle of the night.
No, I'm not doing that.
Leona says her chat's not working. She has to keep reloading.
All right.
So what else have we done?
Well, we've had a mess with the hollowing tool. You was talking to. Yeah, I'd mentioned that my stepdad's got cancer again. So goes in on Thursday. He's got a tumor. Well, it's 2 tumors on his left side of his neck, and the bigger tumor is the size of a tennis ball. And both the biopsy results have come back. They're both cancerous, but they say it's not a terminal condition. He goes in. He'll be in for 5 days. He'll have an indentation in his neck. He's had skin cancer on the top of his head, on his shoulder, and on his face already. It's come back, and this, like I say, it's the size of a tennis ball. But they've said it's not a terminal condition. It is right next to / pressing on some nerves. So he may lose the full use of his left arm, and he'll have to raise his left arm with his right arm manually above his shoulder if that happens. So they've warned him. And also it could have sort of like implications for his tongue movement as well. And they said if that happens, he won't be able to move his tongue left or right. And he'll probably have radiotherapy as well. But it's not terminal. Oh, they're going to remove the lymph nodes as well next to where the tumours are. So the good news is it's not terminal, but it's confirmed as cancer, but it's not spread. So that's good.
It's just the pain of having to go through it, isn't it?
Well, he had cancer, like I say, at these 3 different sites in Cyprus, and he had the surgery to remove and all the skin grafts. So, but he's not been out for quite a few weeks because he's embarrassed by this huge lump. He said it's massive.
Well, and if you've got like the size of a tennis ball on the side of your neck, it's going to be huge, isn't it? We've not seen them because we can't go over at the minute.
No, but when he comes out of hospital, we'll go over and visit. They live near Blackpool, a residential park home for the retired. So yeah, we'll just sit in the garden if the weather's all right. 10 foot apart. So we'll have to visit when he comes out of hospital. So yeah, that's an update on Pops.
Yeah.
What else?
Bamba's been coming up and working with me.
Oh yeah, study buddy.
Yeah. So it's become quite a regular thing now. So in the morning when I come up here, you go in the workshop, and then I hear the patter of tiny feet coming up the stairs, and then he comes in. So I've actually got a little tub of treats as well. So when he comes, I give him a biscuit, just to sort of keep him coming up, because I like him coming up. So yeah, he sits under my desk. So I'm typing like remotely.
He is here. He's behind us. He's sprawled out on the floor. I can hear him breathing.
Yeah.
So he'll be listening to what's going on.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't move when I said BISCUIT.
It's hard work for him, isn't it, in this weather?
I know. It's very warm.
Yeah. Right. So anyway, my main topic of discussion tonight is going to be, and it's something that Wayne, the wood turner, that Wayne Bigfoot mentioned last night, and I commented about it, and it was the remark that things can be expensive, and we were referring to the infill stencils at the time. So I said that I didn't think they were expensive. So I thought I would have this as a bit of a discussion. So yeah, the reason why I don't think they're expensive is because I think it's an item that you wouldn't buy just to practice with, and it's a considered purchase, and you wouldn't buy if you were just a once every
Wayne the Woodturner says it wasn't me.
All right, yeah. So every now and then, like a bit of a hobby. I think if you're going to buy them, put them on a beautiful piece. And Nicola, who's a business coach and strategist and mentor, she agrees with me. What you do?
Can I say what I think?
Yeah.
So I think it's more relevant really when you're self-employed and there's just you. I've worked with a lot of different businesses, and obviously, for what I'm doing and what Chris is doing now, sometimes you just got to invest, and sometimes you have to buy the tools that enable you to do stuff. But what I was always told was that you kind of, some of that cost goes back onto your customer. So like when I was doing building websites, I might have to buy a plugin or something like that for a particular customer, but that cost would be included in what they paid me. But I could then, in many cases, reuse that plugin unless it was a specific license. That plugin could be reused. So it's just having that mindset, really. It's just thinking about it differently, and seeing it as something that you're investing in. But it depends on the context, like we always say, doesn't it? If you're a hobby wood turner, then purchasing something like that could be expensive. If you're just making stuff for yourself, it's just another thing you've got to buy. But if you've got the opportunity to sell stuff, then it becomes part of that process of buying and selling.
Yeah, but again, you use the word, then it might be expensive. I don't think it is expensive. There's the fact that each, adhesive peel off, both the positive and the negative, are multi-use. I'm not saying you're going to get 50 uses out of each stencil transfer, but you'll get multiple uses, and just be diligent in how you put it back onto the backing sheet. And the infill, which is again, precision cut plastic, that's going to last for years and years and years. So, there's huge developmental costs that go into these things, and design and everything. And also they're being shipped over from the States. So there's that cost of shipping. But I definitely think, if you factor that into your cost and do them, if you want, and you've got in your mind that you want to do what is called a gallery piece, something that stand out, amazing, and you're thinking airbrushing is the way, and you get a set of those, you could, sell a bowl that's got some beautiful airbrushing on it for many hundreds of pounds. And really make it an absolute blinding, item. A work of art, and you're gonna more than get your money back for those stencils on your first project. Just be savvy about it. Obviously, I maintain they're not expensive, and it's like I said, last night, if the peel offs, which are let's say the 25 quid or whatever, and then the other ones are 35 quid or whatever, put it into perspective, it would cost me more than that in taxes to go on a night out, or if you have one meal, and some drinks with a friend, you're going to spend twice as much as that, or 3 times. So, when you put it into that terms, and, that meal, all right, you're having a good time with your friends, but that meal has gone. How much as, some women's hairdos,
Nick says he can see the benefit of getting them if you're able to sell the project that it's put on. But for someone like him who doesn't sell anything, it's harder for him to buy them.
Yeah, I get that. So to me, it doesn't enter the equation. You wouldn't buy it. So it's a null argument. You know, if you're buying them, you're going to get your money back.
Yeah.
And things are a bargain if you use them.
Yeah.
So don't buy them just to have them sat in your workshop. You know, I'm not being that naive to say, oh, yeah, you know, buy these. And Nick Agar is a very dear friend of mine. And
mine.
Yeah, and also he speaks to you more. You know, he'll FaceTime Nicola because he obviously thinks what's point FaceTime and Chris can't see me. So good logic. But I know how much Nick has lost this year, already this year, because of the coronavirus. He told me the number. It is astronomical what he has lost
we've lost several months of earnings.
Yeah, we've lost several months of earnings, but I'm saying because of Nick, who he is, the actual number he's lost would make your toes curl. Again, it's relative. What we've lost is a lot for us. But again, Nick, world famous, the world's greatest wood turning artist without a shadow of a doubt. You know, and I'll say that all day, every day to whoever I meet. You know, compared to Nick, I am shit. Compared to Richard Findlay, I am shit. Compared to Dave Dalby, Colwyn and Phil Irons, I know I am shit. But these are the people that I aspire to be. I know I'll never be as good as them, but I want to be the best blind wood turner that I can be. So, but compared to them, I am shit. But getting back to my point, you know, me showing those stencils, they're great for me, but, you know, Nick's a good friend, so hopefully I'm helping him.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't get any commission on them or anything. I'm not affiliated with Chromacraft. You know, I got some to use for free and demonstrate with and whatnot. But, you know, Nick's struggling like everyone. So if I can show a few of those and people go, you know what, I'd love to do a project with that, and someone, you know, orders something and they say, oh, you know, could you airbrush this and that? You know, and by the way, I fixed my airbrush.
How long did it take you?
About 3 hours.
Leona says, that's how I justify any money I spend on wood turning. I don't go out or do anything else. I'm not into clothes and shoes, so I think it's okay to spend money on the one thing I enjoy.
Yeah.
I'm going to sneeze.
At you. So yeah, it's in context. I don't think they're expensive. If you're saying, oh yeah, well I don't do that sort of stuff, and what's the point? Well, exactly, what's the point? If you are a serious wood turner that wants to do an airbrushed gallery piece, and you know you're going to charge top dollar for it because it's a work of art, the amount of money you've spent on those stencils is negligible.
Anna B says, I'm thinking exactly like Leona.
Yeah.
Wayne Bigfoot says, cost is always relevant to usage and enjoyment. For instance, a football match ticket costs over £30. To me, that's ridiculous to watch rubbish, whereas some would pay twice as much to watch it. Yeah, I mean, it's all relative. Like Leona, I mean, I need to buy shoes and clothes because I have to have some, but shopping and buying stuff, buying shoes by the 10s and 20s and I mean, it just does nothing for me.
Yeah,
I could manage with one pair of shoes, but obviously pens is a completely different matter. Yeah. Steve says, I've lost 100% of my bookings for my new business. It sucks, but luckily I don't depend on it yet. Have you put new batteries in, Chris? Is that in your airbrush?
You've been funny.
That's
no,
Steve 8x6. I think.
Yeah, well, what it was with the airbrush, the behind the trigger, there's a little metal plate that goes behind, and the needle comes through that. So as your trigger moves back, it's this metal plate with the needle going through, and then that hits the plunger. It's got a spring in it. That metal plate had come out. So genius here was trying to put it in upside down for ages, and every time I'd put it in, I thought, oh, it's not working. And then I just thought, oh, you dope. I've been trying to put it in upside
I did
down.
offer to help, but
we know how it is, don't we?
We do.
I'll give it my best college try until I'm ready. As someone said last night, they'd have booted it out the window.
Yeah.
When I get to that point of getting ready to boot it out the window, then I'd ask for help. I asked you to read me the cooking instructions on dinner.
Yeah.
I was going to do Be My Eyes. And I thought, oh, no, last time I did that and you was in the house. You went, why didn't you ask me? Well, you was up here working. So I went, be my eyes, be my eyes, be my eyes. And you went, Christ, what did you say? Thought it'd have been passed over to someone else.
It was like, where's the other volunteer?
Yeah. I wanted to put dinner in. No. So that was funny.
Flaming Turner says, shoes, what are they? James Cassidy, like all things in life, it's about balance. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Christine and Michael Heseltine, good evening.
Hello, guys.
Yeah, so
yeah, that's my little reasoning as to why I don't think, if you need them, you'll buy them.
Yeah.
And if you use them, they're a bargain. That was something I was told. I think it was my granddad that told me that.
Well, it's like people say about items like clothes. They talk about this cost per wear. I mean, I'd never go and buy a coat that cost £1,000, but people do. And then they work out how many times they've worn it. So if you wore it, say, 100 times, it's cost you £10 every time you've worn it. So that people do stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, mine, it's like buy a pair of shoes for 20 quid, wear it about 3 years.
Yeah.
That's what I call value. 8x6 says you defo have put new batteries in, Chris.
Oh, have I?
Wayne Bigfoot, I only get new clothes if my family get them for Christmas because they're fed up of me looking totally unfashionable. Scott, good evening all. Sorry I'm late, taking a break from more pen turning.
Wow.
You'll need some pen pots then.
Yeah, he can turn his own, can't he? Yeah. Busy with that. Yeah. So who was the gentleman last night when I'd sort of like I'd hollowed out so far, and then I thought so the people could see me, getting to grips with the tool.
Yeah.
Then I parted the ring off.
Yeah.
Who's the guy that asked for the ring? Well, he offered to buy it.
Well, this is the ring that came off the pen pot. So I can't remember. I mean, it'll have been off the top.
Yeah.
But he's called Brian, but he's Buster. So we thought he was American. He's actually emailed me today, so I've replied. Yeah, I've got his address.
Yeah.
He said he wanted that. So I'm going to. Well, I'm thinking how I can ship it down because I don't want it to break. So I was thinking I need to go to Asda tomorrow. I could buy one of those little boxes of 4 Ferrero Rocher, and it would probably fit in that quite neatly.
Have we got bubble wrap?
Yeah.
Yeah, wrap it in a bit of bubble wrap and then put it in that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, obviously.
Yeah, but you missed the point.
Yeah, you get your Ferrero Rocher. You didn't miss the point at all. Yeah.
I like Ferrero Rocher. 8x6 says, I'm too old and doddery to put off buying new tools. If they don't earn their keep or justify the space, I give or sell them on. Yeah, good thinking.
Yeah.
I mean, I've sort of taken that attitude with a lot of stuff. If I don't use it, it goes. I don't want to keep stuff that we don't use. There's still some more stuff I want to let go of.
That's why I keep moving. Stand still and slack here. I'd be off. It'd be pack your bags, you slacker. Get out.
Yeah, but what did you do the other day? You fixed the greenhouse door for me and the panels because they'd come out.
Yeah, so I'm allowed to stay here for another week now.
Yeah.
I'm in credit.
I remember some old wise man, my dad, saying to me that it is only a bargain, son, if you need it. Yeah, my dad used to, well, my mum especially, I think.
Yeah.
If you don't need it, it's not a bargain.
Yeah.
David McClernand, true Stephen, if I don't need or use something that would benefit anyone, I would give them to someone. Yeah.
Pay it forward.
Chris, take the hint. Nicola wants some chocolate, Nick says.
She'll get a chocolate.
You could get one of the round tins of boiled sweets, eat the sweets, then pack the ring in there. Yeah, I could. I'm not
the travel sweets, remember, in the round tin.
I was never that keen on them. My mum used to get them when we went on journeys. And some of them made me feel a bit queasy.
I don't like the pineapple ones.
I'm not a massive fan, but that is a great idea. I could always get one and give the sweets away to somebody.
Right, then, quick. Then tell me, what is your favourite? And I'm talking really either a good toffee or a boiled sweet. Tell us what your favourite sweet is. There you go.
Okay, well, whilst they're doing that, Scott, what? Favourite sweets?
Yeah. Hard, preferably,
Probably those lime ones with chocolate in the middle.
Chocolate limes.
Yeah. I'm not that massive fan of boiled sweets, though. I don't know what I'd say, really.
You like a Werther's?
Yeah, I like my Werther's. Yeah, I like the Werther's chocolate eclairs, which are very difficult to get hold of. So Scott says, if the pens were for me, Nicola, I would turn apart just for a break from them. I have a shell case for a pen pot in the shed. Oh, wow. Steve says, I'm in the middle of recovering all my tools from the rust demons.
So is that Twidell or?
Steve Twidell, yeah. 8x6 say, you two are rocking tonight. This is nothing.
Yeah. So come on then, what's your favourite sweet? Can I say mine?
Yeah, let me just go through the comments.
Oh, right. Are they sweetie comments?
Not yet.
All right, okay.
Scott, Chris, I'm safe for another 3 years with my missus has got her a new phone contract today, PMSL.
Oh, yeah.
Wayne says, which David has just done for me. Yeah, he's sending Wayne a tool that he doesn't need anymore. Leona says, they always make me feel ill. Best travel sweet is a Murray Mint. That's Leona.
Okay.
Debbie's butterscotch. Right. Wayne is treacle toffee. Yeah.
Which Wayne?
Wayne the Woodturner. I know there's so many Waynes.
Yeah, that's a good one, Wayne. Actually, treacle toffee, but won't be me. Yeah.
8x6 homemade oatcakes, doesn't eat sweets. Scott humbugs. Leona Faye chocolate oranges. Is that you don't like them? Christine and Michael Hesseltine barley sugar. Steve Twidell rhubarb and custard or cola cubes. Dr. D English wine gums. Cola cube vodka is nice, says Leona. Chocolate eclair, hard on the outside, soft on the inside, best of both worlds. Yeah, and the best ones are Werther's. They really are the best. Stace makes chocolate and lots of it. Yep. Nick says, I'm boring. I only like chocolate eclairs in that type of sweet. Wayne Bigfoot, my favourite sweet is a bacon sarnie. It's not a sweet, but bacon beats everything.
There's always one. Right, you know what I love?
What do you love then?
I don't know if you can get them anymore. I mean, if we're talking sucky sweets, I do like a humbug.
Yeah.
But the ones where they're a bit chewy inside once you get into them.
Yeah.
But if it's not like a toffee, used to get them from Eccles Market, the indoor market, not the outdoor one. They were called chewing nuts, and it was a small, round, dead hard bit of toffee.
Yeah.
With chocolate around it.
We used to get those because when we used to get the bus home from school, we had to get 2 buses, one from school and then one from town. And there was a sweet shop near the bus stop, and we used to get those, one because they lasted a long time and they were cheap.
Chewing nuts, You can have a quarter of chewing nuts.
Yeah.
And then you'd be there and you're like, your jaw, your masseter muscle, which is the one over your jawbone there, that'd be aching, and it's like, but I suppose they were like hazelnuts,
Yeah,
aren't they,
yeah,
with the skin on?
I wouldn't get them now.
Well,
Thornton's toffee is brilliant. My dentist loves them. Wayne Bigfoot.
Calad and Bowser, remember them?
Yeah. Wayne the Woodturner, blackcurrant and licorice.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, I love licorice.
And remember, rhubarb and custard.
Yeah.
Fruit salads, blackjacks, Parma violets.
Yeah.
And I like because there are these old traditional sweets shops, aren't there, around?
Yeah,
There's quite a few. And when we go into Buxton, there's that one, isn't there?
Dr. D says, who remembers Maltesers? You can still get them, David.
Yeah.
Leona says, my nana had a shop selling sweets by weight. Used to love going in, watching her weigh out the sweets and all the jars on the shelves.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah.
Well, it's like a different world, isn't it? And now there's quite a few of these, I don't know what they call them, like minimal plastic shops or no plastic shops, where you go in and you take your own bag or Tupperware and you can buy it by the weight. So those are sort of starting to become really popular.
Well, yeah,
there's a few dotted about now.
Well, it used to be quite popular back in the day, Weigh and Save.
Yeah.
And you'd go in and there'd be these huge sort of like cylindrical tubs on the floor with plastic lid, a see-through plastic lid, and it had the scoop. Well, should have had the scoop, but a lot of them weren't missing. So like on it, and then, we used to go in there for a lot of pulses and, rice. But, I used to get my popping corn from there, buy, a huge bag of popping corn for the popcorn machine. Although back in the day it was, in a pan with a little bit of oil and sugar. But Weigh and Save. So it's not a new concept, that, is it?
Right. 8x6 says white mice off the penny tray. Yeah, they were one of my favourites. Voice tablets and Yorkshire mixtures, Tommy Dunn. David, Maltesers and licorice all sorts are always Michael's favourites. Licorice all sorts, not had those for ages. That's Christine and Michael. Sweet peanut from the jars were nice. David McClernand.
Yeah.
Sweets aren't the same now. They have taken out all the artificial flavours and colours, Leona says. Steve Twidell loved rainbow rice when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Wayne Bigfoot, coconut tobacco.
Yeah, gosh, I remember all these.
Yeah. Well, I used to go with my dad on a Saturday. My dad and I used to go and do the shopping, and we'd call at this little sweet shop, and they made their own ice cream. So we used to buy ice cream there, and they had a penny tray, and I was probably allowed 10 pence worth.
Yeah, 10p mix.
And that used to last me all week.
If you went to the shop for your mum and dad, back in the day, again,
something off the penny tray.
If my mum would say, Chris, go and get, before the laws change, Chris, can you go and get me 20 Embassy and a pair of American Tan 30 denier tights? I say, yeah, can I have a 10p mix? And, got to do that for you. So, yeah, there'd always be some sort of sweetie blackmail.
Yeah. James Cassidy, sweet shops with jars on the shelf remind me of times when farthings were legal tender. Thinking that's going back a bit. I don't remember farthings.
No.
I remember sixpences. We used to have sixpences. Because when did they change?
71.
71, yeah.
Decimalisation. I can
so
remember
I just
the old
about
one,
remember it, yeah. Flaming Turner, we have a sweet shop in town where you can buy the sweets in weight, where they have all the sweets in glass jars. Yeah.
Yeah, listen to your video of the walk back with the paddling pool. Yeah, I was waiting for something to. I was in the workshop and I was waiting for something. So yeah, listen to your walk back from town.
Stace says Rainbow Kaylee. I used to love. Oh, Kaylee. It was Kaylee. It's not Kaylee. I'm saying.
Sure about that.
Yeah, Kaylee. Yeah. Scott says my auntie owns an old fashioned sweet shop in Crawley.
Wow.
8x6 showing your age, James. 10 penny bag. Those were the days, says Leona. Yeah. She says she feels old now. Wayne the Woodturner remembers farthings. Leona says you remember Roman coins, Wayne.
Oh,
Yeah.
well,
Yeah, I used to like going. I used to get different things. And I remember once we'd gone and I got home and I used to have this sort of tub that I put my stash in. And I had, I was allowed so much out of it every day, which wasn't a lot.
Yeah.
And I emptied my bag into this box and had one more thing than I should have had. So the next week I took the money in for that, and she gave me another bag of sweets to say thank you for being so honest.
Yeah, it pays to
Which
be honest, doesn't it?
I had no idea, but yeah.
Wow.
Steve Twidell, I used to get so excited when the ice cream van came and we got to buy 10 fruit salad sweets and a rollerball ice cream. Oh, yeah, which came in a plastic Dalek cone with a bubble gum in the bottom.
That's right, yeah.
We used to call them screwballs, says Leona.
Yeah, we call them screwballs.
Yeah, I used to have those.
Yeah, our ice cream man, Bernard Lucchetti, when we were kids. And his van was professionally signed, written up, and it was sort of like ice cream yellow and sort of like a baby blue.
Right.
Bernard Lucchetti. But screwballs were good.
Yeah. We used to, I think our ice cream was Brunelli's.
Brunelli's.
Yeah. David McClernand, still get those, Steve. My daughter gets it from the ice cream man.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
I like it when we go to the cinema. I like buying the pick and mix at the cinema.
Mm.
It's not quite the same, but
I'm sort of like get my wheelie bin full of popcorn.
Yeah. David Julie says in the 50s we had a shop, and for a penny we got a small ball out of a jar, and the shopkeeper would put the ball into a small cup, and then we had a soda water long before fizzy drinks. Wow. David McClernand, lol, me too, but wasn't going to say it. Steve Twidell, we used to put a giant marble in the Dalek and have wars pushing them around the table.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Well, never did that, must admit. But yeah, screwballs, 99s. I used to always get the chopped nuts and the raspberry syrup on.
Yeah.
As well.
I used to have, I didn't have chopped nuts on. I remember having the raspberry syrup on 99s. And 99s were such a big thing, weren't they? Oh, can I have a 99? It was like, oh my God, we're having a 99.
Yeah, posh.
It was.
Yeah.
And if you went away somewhere, or you went out, to Blackpool or somewhere for the day, it's like, do you want a 99? And and I used to push the flake down to try and make it last, because I never used to like the cones very much.
All right.
The sort of whitey browny ones, the ordinary ones.
Oh, the ordinary ones. Do you prefer the waffle cones?
Yeah, I like the brown ones better.
Yeah.
So I used to shove the chocolate down because it made it bearable eating the cone. But yeah, almost afraid to say the word, but the Corona truck used to come to the house and sell bottles of pop too.
Yeah, and you remember
that's the original coronavirus.
Yeah. When we used to go round finding bottles to return to the shop for the deposit.
Yeah,
we used to go around.
Yeah, amazing. So yeah.
So Nicola.
So Christopher.
What are you doing tomorrow?
Well, tomorrow we're doing blind woodturner work.
Yes, I'll be getting my stuff. We need a box, actually, don't we, to send this stuff?
Yeah, well, we need to send stuff to America, don't we?
Yeah, I'll be getting some stuff items tomorrow, provisionally, that we're going to send to this guy in Detroit to sell. He's got a shop And
Let me just read these out before we move on.
Yeah.
Debbie says we used to fall out over who was to take the bottles back. Wayne Bigfoot, we used to get Yorkshire mixture, but they also had a poorer quality seconds called Lancashire mix.
he's the right one, isn't
he? Midnight Joker, think we had Alpen Pop Man.
Well,
Alpen Pop Man.
oh, it is. Say that 3 times. Alpen Popman, Alpen Popman, Alpen Popman. Go on.
Alpen Popman, Alpen Popman, Alpen Popman.
Fair enough.
I don't get it. Dr. D, we do that with bottles and cans that have deposits. Leona, just had to go rob some of my son's Haribos now thanks to the
Yeah.
Oh right, just had to go rob some of my son's Haribos now thanks to this got the munchies. I know, I'm starting to get them too.
I know.
White lemonade. I'm a secret lemonade drinker. Steve Twidell.
Oh,
yeah.
well, I'm trying to give it up. It's one of those nights. Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, go on.
Yeah, so this, the guy Dave that's got the store, obviously he said footfall is going to be a problem, so he will be in the interim, pushing stuff on his website before he can reopen his store properly. But he was saying that he'd put a table in front of the store and he'd loaded it with provisions and food and cans and essentials, and he just put a sign, help yourself, no questions asked, which I thought was really nice because it's, I don't know what neighborhood he lives in Detroit, but, that was hit hard, wasn't it?
Mm.
And then, with sort of like the motor industry and things like that, a lot of people were out of work there, but, it sort of like had a help yourself table. Which I thought, so he sounds like a really cool guy. So that's what we're doing tomorrow.
Yeah.
Getting some items together. We'll probably just send over half a dozen first. A mixture of bowls and a candlestick and just some objet d'art.
Yeah.
Some textured work. So that's what we're doing tomorrow. And we need to order the lights.
Yeah, that's what we're doing tomorrow.
Yeah, the lights.
And we've got to do your remote demo thing.
Oh, yeah, website.
Yeah.
We need to order a light, a microphone, iPad mounts. So, yeah, busy. It's Blindwood Turner Day tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it'll be an early start.
No. You can have an early start. I'll get up at 8 o'clock like I normally do.
So have you got anything else to say, Christopher?
Oh, why do you do that?
Because I like doing it.
I know.
Anybody else got anything else to say?
Yeah, in a bit this is going to be called At Home with the Fish. Because Nicola just keeps saying to me, so Chris, what do you want to talk about?
Anything exciting?
Everything's exciting.
I've not been out. I've been to the supermarket.
We went to the supermarket today.
Yeah.
So what was it like out and about?
Well, there wasn't much traffic on the road. Supermarket car park was relatively empty.
Someone in a big 4x4
pushed in front of me. But yeah, no, it was fine. I didn't really have to queue very long when I was paying. I'll sneeze again in a minute. But yeah, it was all right. It's not my favourite thing to go to the supermarket, but needs must.
Yeah, we needed some fodder.
We did. Wayne Bigfoot says chef square shape soup show how a good soup should be. They're doing adverts.
All right, okay.
Steve said, Kiora, I'll be your dog.
Yeah. Yeah, with the crows.
All together now. Milka's got a... I don't know. That's Steve. Well, it's watch out. There's a Humphrey about. Dr. D says he'll be turning owls with student hats and small elephants. That sounds good. I'll do a Stace. What you had for tea? Well, I had chicken korma and you had chicken
Tikka
masala. We just had a sort of quick and easy, didn't we?
Mm.
And some garlic bread.
Yeah.
Because I saw it in the freezer at Lidl. And I thought, oh, we'll just have that for a change.
It's too hot to be thrashing over pans, and so it was like turn the oven on, sling these in, paste the film lid, sling these in, and then it was quick and easy, less to wash up. Just can't be bothered.
Well, I couldn't be bothered to go looking for naan bread, so I thought we'd have garlic bread.
Oh, here's a good one. What goes up must come down. Super Fresco makes it easy. It's by Graham and Brown. Remember that one?
Right, who else? Who remembers the advert? Belly's gonna get you. All because the lady loves milk tray.
Yeah.
It's a canny bag of Tudor. Oh, milk's got a lot of bottle.
Oh, yeah.
Garlic bread, yeah, it's the future.
Yeah.
Wayne Bigfoot, we had pork in paprika sauce from leftover pork joint.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's always get mixed up. Was that sort of like a stroganoffy thing or a goulash type thing? Well, that's nice. Pork with paprika and mushrooms and onions. That's nice in a creamy sauce.
8x6 says Murray Mints. Okay, chaps, I'm going in. Scott and Bongo.
They drink it in the Congo.
He said they drink it in the jungle.
Bongo, they drink it in the Congo.
Oh dear.
Oh, it ain't no fun scaring anyone when the spider in the bath's on perspex. Even 8-leg drive won't get you up the side when the spider in the bath's on perspex. Mm.
Yeah.
Need more water. That's what happens when your brain dries out.
Oh, so hungry now, damn it, says Leona.
I know. I'm thinking of booting you out to the co-op to go and get a big bag of pick and mix.
Oh, they don't sell pick and mix at the co-op.
They sell something, don't they?
Yeah.
Big bag of chewing nuts.
They don't do chewing nuts either.
Fashion.
I don't really like going to the co-op anymore because they've got this one-way system going on. It's kind of...
Not when I go in with Bamba.
Well, no, you just can do whatever. But, yeah, it's sort of just... I don't know. I'm not finding this shopping lot fun at the minute. Well, it's not fun for me most of the time, but it's even less so at the minute. 8x6 says, can you reboot Chris?
No.
Only the crumbliest, flakiest chocolate tastes like chocolate never tasted before. Yeah, Steve Twidell. Yeah. What goes up a pipe down but can't go down a pipe up? Umbrella. Mm. Wayne Bigfoot, if it were a creamy sauce with pork slices, we usually have a goulash style, but the cream won. Debbie, don't give up turning, lol, because the singing, ? I
know. Yeah, that's often said.
Yeah, no, don't give up the turning because I need more of these. Yeah. I don't know why I'd never thought of asking you to turn me pen pots before.
Well, how many have I done now?
You've done me 2. Yeah, 2 and a paperclip pot.
All right. Okay.
But yeah, I don't know why I've never thought of asking you that before. But this, I love this. I mean, this is just so thin. It's really fantastic.
Mm. Oh well, I've opened Pandora's box there. With the pen pots.
Nick says, "Get some nuts. You're not you when you're hungry."
Yeah, Snickers. Yeah, marathon as we know it.
Auto glass repair, auto glass replace. Stace makes.
Yeah. Scott,
Chris says fruit pastels, jammy dodgers, and Jaffa cakes in my workshop. If you want to pop round. Wayne Bigfoot says, only 3 more pen pots to turn.
You're being very. Well, only 3?
300.
Oh, 300. Oh, yeah, that's about right for the amount of pens she's got. In fact, I should just turn a pen pot a day, every day from now on. You'd like that, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Out of every sort of different wood species you could think of, you'd have a pen pot in
They're
it.
very Instagrammable.
Are they?
Do the shake and vac and put the freshness back.
Do the shake and vac and put the freshness back. When your carpet smells fresh, your room does too. Every time you vacuum, remember what to do.
Our viewing numbers are going down.
Going up. I bet they're rocketing like SpaceX's Dragon manned. Yeah. I'm not going to bed till I've seen the adverts, Dad. I used to say, right, the adverts are finished, go to bed. Used to stand there singing to the adverts. Can you tell?
Yeah. Well, they were better, weren't they?
Yeah, they told a story.
Can someone reset Dad, please? Thanks.
Who was that?
Well, who is it?
Oh, Charlie. Hi, son. It's the heat, you know.
He's dehydrated.
Hi something.
Yeah.
Everybody say hi to Charlie.
They are.
Yeah.
Right, David's going. Thanks for this evening. Cheers, everyone. Bye, David.
Bye, David.
Talk to you soon.
Bye.
I sent you a Voxer today as well. So, yeah. There you go.
Wicked.
Yeah. Say hello to Tova.
Yeah. Hi, Tova. Bye, David. So
anybody got anything else we should talk about?
I don't know. How's your day been today, Charlie? I bet it's flipping hot there. Charlie works at a care home and he works in the kitchen, so he will be flipping hot.
Yeah. I wouldn't like to work in a kitchen.
Yeah.
I can barely cope just with the heat. I'm not. Steve Twidell, Charlie bit my finger.
Charlie bit my finger.
Leona says we should probably talk about diets now.
I'd rather not, Leona. Talk about your bandsaw. Oh yeah, so actually, before we go, I'll just I'm still enjoying my photography.
Yeah, you're doing really well with it.
Yeah, so I did a macro shot of a texturing wheel on my large texturing tool before. So check it out on my Insta if you haven't, and give it a like. And I'll be doing another one this evening, so I'll keep that a surprise. But that'll be another black and white arty-farty one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I've already taken those photographs. I just need to add the filter and do the layout. But no, having lots of fun.
Yeah.
It's good trying to think of a subject as well. But, keep it, workshop related. I don't want to just go in the garden and start photographing the foxgloves and, the peonies and the roses. Well, that'd be beautiful, but I'm keeping it relevant.
So what does it mean? Charlie's bitten my finger?
No, it was a sort of like a famous, it went viral, and it was a little boy, and he was playing with his baby brother, and I think he put his finger in his baby brother's mouth.
I vaguely remember
and he
that.
bit, Charlie bit my finger. It went viral.
Yeah, I vaguely remember that.
Mm.
Right then. Well,
I think
I think we should end on a high note.
Yeah, I think we should all go to the shop.
Yeah. So everybody head out to your local corner shop now and stock up on pick and mix, old-fashioned sweets,
whatever you want.
Yeah.
Go and get something. I think you've all thoroughly deserved it. So, yeah. Radio.
Right then. Well, thank you all for tuning in yet again to listen to us waffle on.
Yeah.
And
it did go off on one tonight, didn't it? It's been fun though, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Every at home with the fishes is fun, but yeah, we've just gone crazy tonight. That was funny. So yeah, I need to take B Dog.
8x6 says he's raiding the fridge. So James Cassidy says, be aware if you move your lathe speed controller from the normal spot to another and accidentally turn it upside down and think you are starting on low speed and it is on fast, things fly off the lathe.
Has that happened then?
I'm guessing. Bye 8x6.
Bye, Steve.
He's going to raid the fridge.
Yeah, gotta be careful.
You have got to be careful.
Right then.
Right then. Well, thank you all very much. We shall be back on Sunday.
Yes. So until then.
Yeah, have a great week.
Stay happy and creative.
Yeah.
It's time to take B-Dog for his trip to the toilet, put the bin out, and then hit the vino.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks everybody for listening and
for putting up with us.
Yeah.
Well, me
chatting about sweets and stuff.
Sweets and commercials. That
Yeah.
was brilliant.
And I think Scott's saying see you all soon in Andy's chat. So go and listen to Andy as well. Okay then.
Good night, everyone.
Night.
Thanks a lot. Bye.